And we come in much faster than what it takes for you because we never leave. We never leave. We are always here, sitting not in the back of your mind, in the forefront of your heart, guiding you towards more open loving. That needs to be not a shameful act for your societies. But when you say, I love you, to another human being on the subway or who you just might happen to see dropping off a package, let alone people that you know and care about, it should be an automatic communication that lifts people up. And if that is what you are feeling and you are leading with your heart, it changes your whole world. It changes your community. That is the unconditional love part which we are bringing to you. And you will all feel it. You will feel it so strongly that it will lift you up and your inner child will come out automatically. You will see the old start to skip and to want to play with the younger sets. And that may cause some looks of consternation or wonder, but that is okay too, because they will be happy to see all those old people, quote unquote, acting like children. Because that is something that they can relate to a little more easier. Now, we are not saying that they are going to push them off of their consoles and grab their controllers and start doing their gaming for them. It is more the physical activity, the activities that they are more aligned with in their own memories. Because while they are transforming, they are still bringing all of their old energies with them. They are just viewing it from a different vantage point, from a higher vibrational, more open-hearted aspect or perspective. That is why a lot of those grudges and things of that nature will fall away. They no longer have the ability to stick to the high vibrational beings you are becoming. And so you will not have to work so hard to release those beliefs or energies which no longer serve you, your shadow work or whatever you wish to term it. And we are appreciative of our guest today. We slipped that idea in. Hey, we could connect more. We could connect more. And we knew that she would be acceptable to that because we have come with her before. And she carries a lot of positive energy. And she is always looking out for other people. It's that motherly instinct. Only she spreads it all over. It doesn't even have to be biologically connected, although everything is biologically connected, before she cares about it. That is wonderful. More people should emulate you, Kasha. And we are pleased to remake your acquaintance. And if you have anything for us, we would be happy to come forth with some kind of funny answer.
Thank you so much. You touched my heart right now.
That's why
Oh,
we came. Mission
thank
accomplished,
you.
temporarily.
That's wonderful. Oh, whew. um, I I I always think about my hybrid child, Anuhan. Um, and I miss him so much, and I would love to know more about him. Maybe you can tell me something.
He doesn't miss you because you have that
Oh,
connection. It is just the illusion that you are not together. And that is coming more from him, but that is interacted with all of us because we are not here to break the illusion or pierce the veil. We are here to give you the impetus and the energetic wherewithal to understand and reveal that inside yourself. Once you have all of those thoughts flowing between all of those beings who you care about, your telepathy really takes hold, then you will really start to learn how to control it. It is like having a radio and it plays all of the stations at once. And you're like, no, that's not what I want to listen to. You will have to fine tune those efforts, those abilities. And it will come in spurts. And some people will be disappointed because they will have that ability and they expect it to last and then it will fade. And somebody will say, well, didn't you hear that? I was talking to you. And they're like, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. I don't know what happened. You were there and then you weren't. It's kind of like a dropped call, only it's all mental. But part of that has to do with vibration, and part of that has to do with intent and focus. Because somebody could think something to somebody, but if they're saying, oh, well, I need to get that meatloaf out of the oven, or my stuffed peppers, or whatever it might be, or I need to make a call, they do not have that segmented brain which can connect in all of those ways effectively, like we can, because that's how we were made. You guys have to learn that. And there are going to be a couple of different channels which you will be able to master, especially with those offspring of yours, because that will be one of the strongest ones because you already have that open-hearted love connection. And we are speaking to our current audience because obviously there are some who do not have that open-hearted love connection with their offspring. Now, there are some who do, even if they are not in physical connection, or they may have disputes, or they have gone separate ways, but they still have that connection with their hearts. If you maintain that loving focus, it never fades, it never goes away. It's just like the windows never go away when you draw the curtains. They are still there doing their purpose and shining their light in and out. And that's what those will be as well. And if you have something to add, we are always interested in connecting.
Well, I'm really curious about his name, Anuhan. It sounds really important, like Anunnaki, um, Han.
But
Is there something there?
yes, there is
What's
a
the meaning of
personal
it?
connection to you. That is where those
Oh,
names come from. Because in truth, the names don't mean anything to us. We go by vibration. We go by our energetic resonance or signature or whatever you wish to call that, outside of physicality. So we're viewing everything primarily in its unmanifested form, we will say. And that is so much easier to identify everything about spirit because you can learn so much about the individuals and events and their history and that sort of thing. It's all there. So we would not be able to do our jobs if we depended on 3D senses in order to come and interact with humans. But you have that, and you have latched onto that name that means something to you. And you have given a hint to yourself by saying what you think that it means. Does what your description of it, does that resonate with you? Besides, it seems important, and there is some personal bias in there, obviously.
well, I don't really know, to be honest. What what is really important to me is that I actually heard it myself. And I think I was waking up from the dream with Anuhan, and I heard this voice in my head saying Anuhan. And that was great because that barely happens.
Well, that
So
is a great thing. And that does
yeah.
have a resonance of exploration to it. And while we are not privy to that, the idea came to us, so it must have some relevance, that it is related to another life of yours or possibly of theirs. That is kind of murky. But the other life representation may be something which connects you to in other realities. Because some people don't understand that their souls can pick so many different expressions outside of your physical reality. So you can be different types of hybrids, and there are many, 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 many different types of hybrids, and not just among humans. this is a common thing. People share. They're like, oh, well, I like that ability. Oh, I like that energy. I'm going to incorporate it in this being, which I am making. And that happens quite a bit. That is more the norm than just your outright novel creation. But that is a story for another century.
Um, I painted Anohan the way that I imagine him. Um, I combined that portrait of him with a gorgeous photo of my studio window that I took with light coming in with different colors. And the moment I saw that photo, to me, it was like, this is a portal. And so I made this portal painting with Anohan peeking in through the window. What does he think about that?
Well, you are visually oriented, not only
Yes.
mentally, but as a human. But are you familiar? We know that you have our book, you have our book, you have our book. But are you familiar with the Anu Het?
Yes, I am. That's
Uh-huh. Do
the
you see a
seven
connection there?
hybrid. I see. That's right. I forgot to add that when I said Anunnaki. Then I thought Anu head. I'm like Anu head, Anu Han. That's so close. What's going on
Yes,
there?
yes. And we are getting, our Uncle Ray is getting goosebumps for that because we think we have stumbled onto a realization that the Anuhet will be around in another 1,000 years. So you will have many other lifetimes in this reality if you choose to come back in that non-physical representation of what humanity will be or used to be um, from the physical standpoint. And well, that is, since it all happens at once, that didn't come out quite right, but you understand.
I do.
But yes,
Yes.
that was because we are not really privy. Well, we can find out, but that is not our purpose. So we aren't really concerned about anything that is beyond our missions for the most part. So we can dig into those sort of things, but that is not the topics which we used to, that which we wish to dwell on because it is not our mission. We are focus driven. We are here to build awareness, to open hearts, to gain acceptance for the realities which we are helping to bring forth by raising the energetic vibrational frequency of your entire planet and all of its manifestations. Now, some of them will still be dismal places, but we can still affect those as well and put in bright spots where there may not have been such a strong resemblance to them in those particular places. That's a story for another world or 70.
Okay. Well, that sounds very exciting, and I am dreaming of um, a life where I I can live with you, hybrid children, look after you, help you, explore the world with you. It makes me so excited, and I can't wait.
Yay. And
I
that's more
hope,
exciting than dreaming of a white Christmas. And you will get to do
yeah.
all of that from your home. You will not even
Oh.
need to travel. Humans are hung up on these spaceships. Oh, I get to ride in a spaceship like it's a roller coaster at the amusement park. But in fact, their consciousness will travel much more than the other ones. That is mostly for show because the beings that are coming in don't need that. They don't need ships. If they didn't, they need them for humans. So humans can say, oh, well, that's how you get around. Because they cannot conceptualize, oh, well, yeah, I just put your time space coordinate in my mind, and there I was. And it'll be like, huh? That's even more strange than Superman going and changing clothes in a phone booth, which no longer exists.
Well, I dream of all of us living in a forest near a lake and just
There'll be a
enjoying
lot of
nature
them. There'll be a lot of them. Yes, pretty much.
with
Yes,
animals.
yes. We're gonna
Yes.
we're we're gonna help bring in a renaissance of
Oh my goodness.
harmony and balance of nature.
Yes.
And we're going to
Oh
help
yes.
plant trees and bushes and other
Yes.
native flora
That
where there
sounds
are now
wonderful.
suburban lawns because
Please.
we are still working on how that will integrate. And those plants are going to stay in flux. They will all be fluid because you have a shifting population, not only amongst movement amongst the individuals, but amongst the thoughts and the beliefs of them. So there are going to be some which take to those ideas right away, and they will help with their laws and their regulations. But soon those won't be necessary. But there are those who will have more control over their populace for a longer period of time than in your Western world for the most part. That will be one of the easiest ones because people are already sick to death of so many people causing sickness and death. And they are going to be so fed up with it that they want a clean slate. And anybody who has been supporting all of that madness, we will say, that they have to go lock, stock, and barrel. Not to make a gun reference, but that is what came to this mind. So we will bring it out. But yes, that
Okay.
will be easy because once you agree to get rid of something like stinky trash, then it's real easy to take it out and make it and take it out of your life. But if it has some residual value, then the emotions kick in and the fear of change kicks in. But that's not going to be holding many people back for long. It's a glorious
Mm.
thing. It's in the book. It's in the book. It's in the book. Woo!
I'm reading the book bit by bit, so I don't finish it too fast because I want to savor it. It's
Let the love
wonderful.
linger. Woo!
Yeah. Play more, play more, play more, play
Play
more.
more, play more, play more. And sing too. And sing too. Sing while you play. And get that
Okay.
movement. So work some dancing. Woohoo! We're rather restricted in this physical body that we are communicating.
Yeah.
But outside of it, with our lower gravity, and we can go in whatever type of gravity that we would like. But boy, if you go into massive gravity, it really makes you sluggish, and you have to
Yeah.
mentally prepare as well. That's one of the things that humans will never think about on their own until they develop into the new galactic Homo galacticus because
Hmm.
they don't understand how different realities affect their mental processes. And that is something that's not really covered because why would you? It's like, well, thinking about, well, do fish think differently at the surface as they do for 400 meters under the ground, under the water? And that's never going to occur to anyone. But yes, all of those energies are different. They all affect how you think. Just like you put a coat on when you go outside when it's blizzard conditions or near blizzard conditions. We really don't want you going outside in blizzard conditions. But the entities, they have to adjust not only their biology and their energetic resonance and their vibration and their mental probes and communications, but there are other aspects of them as well, which they have to keep in mind. They can't just come here and start blasting you with ultraviolet rays because that's what they normally do for a greeting. You guys would burn to a crisp and then they would have to sulk back to where they came from. And we would have to clean up the mess. But that's not going to happen. There are plenty of safeguards in there. And they are all learning, and no one wants to inconvenience, let alone hurt anyone else. That's a big lesson to get out for such wonderful, genius little minds.
Yeah, it is indeed.
And we do thank you for sharing
I
this time with us. And we got out some
I
good
thank
stuff
you.
for our next book, more revelations from the hybrid children. Woohoo! Ooh, I don't
Can't
know if that's going
wait.
to be the title of it or not, but it sure resonates with this guy. Woohoo! Okay, well, it is time for
So
us.
nice to talk to you.
Yes, and likewise,
Thank
likewise.
you.
And it's not really the talking. It's the exchanging of energies. The talking is just a
Oh, my heart
facade.
just,
Yes, it's not
my
that's
heart
not the
gets
way it's
bigger.
happening. So, okay, heart to heart, and
Heart to
mind to
heart.
mind, and love to love, and bye to bye. And until next time, thank you, Kasha.
Thank you. Love you. That was so cool.
They are dancing, dancing, dancing. Oh my gosh. Oh.
That was that was an amazing surprise. Thank you so much, Ray. I,
You're
I didn't
welcome.
expect that.
Thanks for sharing. Yeah.
Oh, I feel so blessed. Really.
Well, you're one of the few that's had two individual sessions, so hey,
Oh my gosh.
part of the flow. Coming
Yeah.
soon to the Hybrid Children channel near you.
Oh my God. Can't wait. I really can't wait. And like this is my fantasy, like, living with them in a forest near a lake. It's just like I'm done. I don't need anything else. Just trees, water, so we can swim, and just like love, 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 love. Animals everywhere.
Yeah, I'm with
Yeah,
you on that dream.
yeah.
And that's what we're making a reality. So, hmm, yay.
Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you so much,
We'll
Ray.
we'll do
Thank
it
you.
again one time. Thanks for joining me.